This is a tutorial about the user guide of the iPhone and iPad. Now you can see that this is the Voicebible. When it comes up, it will be like this. You can scroll around. You can select different verses. I'm setting Exodus chapter 3 verse 5, and nothing will happen until you hit go. So that's the goal. Now if you want sound, go back to the setup, and you see right here you enable the sound and nothing will happen again. You have to do a select. So now you can see that the star jumped from disabled sound to sound enabled. So
Book of Exodus chapter 3 verse 5. Then he said, "Do not draw near this place. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground."
So I'm going to stop it just by hitting the cancel, and I'm going to disable the sound again. So I hit go, and it will go back to the verse display. Now I can go chapter up and down by just swiping like that. You see this chapter up one more time, from right to left, and back is like from left to right. So just like that, you can go back and forth with different chapters, up and down. And you can also do a history log. History log is whatever verses that you have clicked before, it will show up. So you say setup, and then you scroll down, and right here there's history log. Again, you have to do a select, and it lists out all the verses that I have selected, and I can always go back to whatever I want. See, I can go to Genesis, and then if I make up my mind now I want to go to Songs of Solomon, I go over there, and now you can also see that at the bottom it displays the version of this Voicebible, and above it is the user guide, and one more above it is the credit and add version credit. If you do not have version credit, you will not be able to load the version like into the Voicebible locally. What that means is that you can use all the Voicebible with the internet access, like over here if you have internet access, but the sound files will not be there. Only the first chapter of Genesis will be there, because the sound file is huge. So if you want to load it locally so that you can use in some area, like in a plane or something that you do not have internet access but still will be able to listen to the Voicebible, then you have to buy credit. Each credit you can select and buy some more credit. Each version is like about $5, and then you enter your email, and so once we receive your payment, we will give you credit and set you up so that you can download the version. Right now I have all the versions loaded, so I can only remove. I cannot load any more versions. I can remove the versions over here. Then since I already download all the versions, I can select anyone that I want. I can select King James Version, traditional font Chinese, or simplified font Korean, anything that I like. And so I'm going to cancel that. You can see also over here that now this is Song of Solomon. You can see that chapter 8 verse 8 is black, but verse 9 is blue and have an underscore. What that means is that chapter 8 verse 8 has no concordance information, but chapter 8 verse 9 has concordance information. So all you need to do if you want to see it is to press or click this particular area. You see, it has only 2 verses that being linked up. All this concordance information are computer generated. Let me show you one thing about the usefulness of this concordance. If I go to Matthew, we know that Jesus was tempted, right? So if I go to Matthew and 4, now Jesus was tempted by Satan, and he's quoting the Old Testament. So is that it's written, man shall not live by bread alone. So if I want to know where was Jesus quoting from the Old Testament, I can just click over here. See, over here it link up the other verses that with bread alone. So you see that actually Jesus was quoting Deuteronomy 8:3, and you can also see that Luke chapter 4 also has this. In other words, only in Matthew and Luke talk about this particular event. So it's really useful, and you can play around with this. Some of the information may not be that useful, but some of them are very useful. So if I go back to Matthew 4:4, and I can go to another one like Matthew 4:6, and I can see that Jesus was quoting Psalm 91:11 from there. And if I go to another one, it is like Matthew 4:7 is written, you shall not tempt the Lord your God. Again, it's in Deuteronomy 6:16, you shall not tempt the Lord your God. See, I find this very useful. And also that I can do a split screen. That means if you want 2 languages being displayed at the same time, then you can do this. Now it displays the first screen, so you can set up your first screen with whatever version or languages. For example, you can set up as a King James Version. You can set the second screen up. Now I set up to be a Chinese traditional font. You can set up as New King James. By doing that, what you can do is that now you have 2 versions linked up together. You see, you can do this. And sometimes if you're a translator, This is extremely useful. And then you toggle it, is off. You toggle it again, it goes to screen 1. So if you want to set the second screen as the New King James, so you can do that, and then you link the 2 screen up again. Of course, they can scroll individually, but you can also link them up by using your fingers, 2 fingers, multi-touch. And since it's linked up right now, screen 1 and screen 2, if you go to any verse, like for example, you see that both screen goes to 5, 6, and so I can go back to Chinese, maybe, or Korean. Let's try Korean. You see, now these 2 screens are synced up, and then you can go to any Bible verse, and this 2 screens will sync up. So this is very useful, and I hope you like it.